good people. Hi, I am Maria Davis Pierre, CEO and founder of Autism in Black Inc. And I am here with my lovely husband. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everyone. You're truly Dr. Pierre, COO of Autism in Black.
And we are here for our daily conference check-in, happening to fall today on World Autism Awareness and Acceptance Day. And of course, we're going to talk about our 5th annual conference that is coming up April 11th through the 13th. Our first time doing it in person, but of course, still having our virtual piece. So it is hybrid. So you can join us here in West Palm Beach, Florida in 9 days next week, or attend virtually from anywhere in the world. What are we talking about today, husband?
Yeah, I think obviously we should kind of highlight the day, right? That's it's one of the reasons why we're here, getting to that point where we're accepting and obviously being aware, right? Because you got to know of the thing and then turn around and accepting it, right? So I think we kind of highlight that, but we don't want to shy away from the fact that we got a conference, right, that not only highlights what it is, right, especially in this autism world, but especially when you're watching it from in the lens of a Black person, right? So Autism Black has just been there again. We've been going on what, 7 years now? I always read
the company, yes, and then or more than 7 years, but then as the conference, this is year 5.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's and I'll kind of speak just from my inference, right? Being on the outside looking in and kind of having an idea of what autism was, because I have family members, cousin, nephew who are autistic. So I was always aware of it, right? Like I knew of it, I should say, but I didn't get the blessed opportunity to really be engulfed with the world till my lovely lady to my left here helped diagnose our daughter, and it was at that time where like it wasn't just from afar. I was like, oh, I'm right here. I'm right here with it, and it's been such a beautiful experience. A learning experience, and I could tell you, my wife would tell you, I'm out here learning every single day on how to get better, how to move better, how to kind of step into the role that I'm in. So it is just one of those days where I like that, just like I do in medicine, right? I like that we have days and months where it's highlighted, but I don't want us to only think about this during the month of April, right? Like I want May and October and December to think about it, and it's at the front of your mind.
Especially because we live this life every day, so we don't just think about being Black and autistic in April. It's our day-to-day life. So one, I want to shout out all the people who've been tagging me when they're wearing the merch, the Autism in Black merch. I love seeing all your kids, you in the merch. So keep tagging me in those pictures, because it just brings us joy to know that, you find joy in wearing our merch and showing that, especially those of you who've been wearing the Black Autistic and Proud shirts. I love those. So shout out to you all for supporting our business and wearing the merch.
You can get those at shop.autismblack.org.
Gosh, Dr. Berry. But yes, today is it is an important day when so many people are so hyper focused on it being World Autism Awareness and Acceptance Day. But like I was saying, we do live this day to day. However, we want to highlight that the reason that we do have this conference in April is because we know that April is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month, and then today is just the World Autism Awareness Day. We do make sure to have our main conference in April because we know that so many people are going to be hyper-focused on autism during the month of April. And we want to catch you at that hyper-focused time so that you will come into our conference. You will be able to have that safe space. You will be able to learn more about the intersection of race and disability, and know that this is something that we do on a day-to-day basis. It's something that we live on a day-to-day basis. So you'll be able to go to our conference, learn these things, and then be able to apply it the rest of the days of the year. So we do make it our business to have our main conference every April. What else, babe?
So again, just obviously just give it a little intro on the conference, especially if this may be your first time catching a live or you catch the replay. Again, 5th annual conference. It is an in-person and virtual conference, meaning that if you happen to be or want to come to South Florida on April 11th through the 13th, you can come. But if you want to just stay at your house, right, in the comfort of your home, you can watch live to get some amazing teachings and sayings and tactics, and just hear from amazing speakers, people who are in the community, who are for the community, who love the community, which is typically the Autism in Black brand. That's those usually the people who we try to highlight around this conference. So you can, again, just go to the link below. You can check us out for the in-person experience, the virtual experience. Either way, we're going to have a great time.
Yes, it's 9 days away. We have been working hard, so I haven't been on live. We also kids had spring break, so we were visiting my parents last week. But we're working hard behind the scenes, trying to make sure that this experience is a memorable one for all of our attendees. Not just in the fact that you're going to be getting amazing content, because I think that goes along with the Autism in Black brand. We always know that the content is going to be amazing. You're going to leave with information. But we really wanted to create something for our community, because not a lot of people think about our community. Not a lot of people think about pouring back into our community and giving us these experiences that they give, to other aspects of other communities. So we're really trying to work hard behind the scenes and make sure that this is a memorable experience. And we're very, very excited that next week, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will be in the Palm Beach Convention Center, or you'll be virtual, and you'll be in the thick of it, learning, having fun, being one with community, because that is so important with the Autism in Black brand. So we're just very excited. You can go to autisminblack.org/conference 2025 to get your tickets if you want to join us. There is still time to get in-person tickets. We'll probably do the cutoff for that sometime next week if we don't sell out before then for in-person, so that you are still able to join us, because we do have to get our final head count. So if you are, because we know some of you like to wait right before the conference starts to get your tickets. It happens every year, every single year. This is how it happens. I'm letting you know now. We will be cutting off in-person tickets in about a week. So you have 1 week left to get your in-person tickets. If you're joining virtually, like usual, you'll be able to buy it throughout the entire conference. Then come Monday, it will switch to the conference replay page. So if you're thinking about getting your tickets, if you're waiting, now is the time, especially if you're wanting to join us in person. We are highlighting our vendors. We want to go ahead and announce our sponsors, I guess, at this time.
Sure.
So we have coming back again this year, Amazon as our title sponsor, which we're so happy they're continuing to invest in our brand and invest in our community to make sure that we are able to continue to reach our community. Coming back again, we have Grant Makers for Girls of Color. We're so excited. Maybe have some special things in store from that organization as well. We know that Dr. Monique Koofson is the president of that organization. Her amazing book, Push Out, is something that I use in all of my research. So go check Grant Makers for Girls of Color out. And we also have Pierre Medical Consulting. I should know this, considering it is a part of the PP5 brand, but that is Dr. Berry's brand. Dr. Berry is a sponsor this year, so we are very happy and thankful to Pierre Medical Consulting for sponsoring the conference and making sure that we can provide you all with an experience. Anything you want to say about the sponsors?
Yeah, no, just very excited. It's one of those things where, especially in a climate like we're in, seeing that we still have organizations that have no problem, saying, hey, you know what, I don't care what the overall landscape looks like. I'm going to support an organization that's looking out for a community that's been disadvantaged, been overlooked for quite some time, and we appreciate Amazon and Grant Makers for Girls of Color. Is that's the name I always get tongue twisted on as well too, for looking out and say, hey, yeah, we're going to still stand support when it's good outside and when it's not so good outside. So definitely kudos for them to make the experience a well-deserved one, right? And I think that's what's so important about this conference, is that every year people leave and saying, man, where has this conference been, right? Because it is like no other. And of course, obviously we're doing in person, so I had to throw my little name out there. So let me throw my official hat in as a sponsor as well too. So anything I could do to kind of help support the brand, support the organization, but more importantly, support the mission, because again, it doesn't stop at the conference. And that's one thing that we're really big on. Like, yes, the conference is boom. It's the party, right? It's the hype during April. But again, May, June, July, August, September, October, the work still has to be done. And I can assure you, this conference is what is just more of a springboard of extra things and more things to come. So we will you will see a lot of us continue year on out, because that's what it's supposed to be, right? Because we don't have the ability or the privilege to just be Autism in Black in April when everyone's talking about autism, right? Like it's Autism in Black year round, 24/7, right, for life, right? So that's a goal of ours. Oh, shout out to Corey. Corey's been holding this.
Yes, it's usually team of four, me, Dr. Berry, Corey, and Lakeisha. So we always shout out Corey and Lakeisha with iRock, because they hold Autism in Black down. Corey is still working on the title, but I like to call her the project manager. She makes sure that we're being seen, our brand is being seen, our programs are getting out there. So she's been working hard behind the scenes as well for this year's conference. So
definitely, she's gonna be speaker as well too. And again, especially if you're just random, if you're entrepreneur, small business, and you want to get your name out there, you want to get your face out there, you want to be recognized, you want to do it correctly, Corey is definitely a person you should be making sure you get in touch with as well too. She, like I said, if you think Autism in Black is everywhere, it's not because it's a big team doing it, right? Like Corey is hugely responsible for that.
Exactly. So we're always thankful to Corey, and she is a speaker this year with Autism in Black, and her session, especially with the climate of way things are going, is on homeschool. So for those of you who are understanding that, that executive order went in regarding the Department of Education and you're worried about our kids, check out Corey's session, because that is a pre-record that you all who are attendees get access to next month.
When did the pre-records?
I believe we are opening up the vault on Monday. Not I believe, I know, because I am the boss. So come Monday, if you have your ticket, and come Tuesday, if you get your ticket, you will be getting access to the Autism in Black conference vault, and you can go and watch all of the pre-records. There are so many great sessions. I'll probably drop something in there too, so you guys can have something, some more content to enjoy. And what we're doing this year is giving it to you early as kind of that pre-work of getting you ready for April 11th through the 13th. So there are many amazing sessions in that vault. Like I said, Corey's doing homeschooling. There's people talking about the aspect of being a Black autistic woman in social settings and what that does to us. There are individuals talking about how to support your child, especially if they are part of the LGBTQI plus community. And we know that for neurodivergent individuals, there is a higher chance of us being a part of that community. So that's another session that is I'm looking forward to watching too. So yeah, there are a lot of amazing sessions within the pre-records that you're going to get access to. And then of course, come April 11th, you'll be watching the lives. And then 2 weeks after the conference is over, once we get those sessions edited, they'll be added to that vault you have access to. So anything else you wanted to talk?
No.
Oh, I want to say for our sponsors, especially during this time, this was as we all know, January changed administrations, and everything that Autism and Black is about is considered a trigger word right now with our current administration. So I do want to shout out our 3 amazing sponsors and our 2 conference swag bag sponsors, which is Mantra Band and Arc Therapeutic, for continuing to believe in the Autism and Black mission and continue to pour into us to make sure that we are able to serve our community, because now is a time where a lot of brands are not investing in us. So for them to continue to invest in us, we are extremely thankful. Other than that, I think get your tickets so you can join us April 11th through the 13th. We want to see you in person and virtual. So make sure you're grabbing your tickets. Anything else, husband?
I think that's it. Like I said, it's, countdown is here, so I expect to see a lot more of us, a lot more frequent. Like I said, we're just excited. We're excited to get things moving, and excited to host, excited to be there, excited to experience, and then excited to plan for the next one, right? Like that's always the goal, right? How do we get better while continue to serve our community that's done us so well over these past, especially for the conference 5 years, but 7 years just in general.
Exactly. And if you are attending the conference, you will have the first heads up of what is to come for the next year with Autism and Black. You'll get first insight and first selection on all of the things that we have coming up. So make sure you're grabbing those tickets so you can join us. Other than that, we got work to do. So we wanted to hop on because you haven't seen us in a while. Hopefully you guys see me again sometime this week.
We'll be on tomorrow.
He always says that, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about these lives. Enjoy your Wednesday evening, and we'll see you, if not tomorrow, some other time this week.
Tomorrow.
Good night.
All right.